The virus that spreads through eye contact. Stone cold analog horror. Is the stone cold virus real? Could something as simple as eye contact put your health at risk? The truth might surprise you. Watch to find out. In the last 24 hours, 12,000 new cases have been reported globally. 5,000 of those cases are severe, and experts are now sounding the alarm on this disturbing new phenomenon. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and researchers are scrambling for answers. The new viral outbreak spreading across the world is unlike anything we have ever seen. But what is most terrifying is how it spreads. Not through coughing, sneezing, or even physical touch, but through eye contact. This is the stone cold virus, and it is sweeping through cities, towns, and countries at an alarming rate. This is not just a story from a horror movie, this is real life. The virus, officially being referred to as stone cold, is highly contagious and is spreading at an unprecedented rate. But what sets it apart from other viruses is its shocking transmission method, and it only takes one moment of eye contact with an infected person for the virus to transfer from host to victim. So, how did we get here? The stone cold virus, named after the terrifying effect it has on its victims, was first discovered just a few months ago. It seems to have originated from an isolated rural village where locals began reporting cases of people freezing, becoming stone cold after a simple glance from a stranger. At first, it seemed like a bizarre coincidence, but then the virus spread beyond that village. Those infected were able to pass it on, just by locking eyes with someone else. Within weeks, it had jumped borders and was making its way across continents. This type of transmission is something we have never seen before. A virus that can spread without physical contact, without even breathing the same air as someone. It is baffling scientists everywhere. So, let's break down how it actually spreads. It is simple, but terrifying. When someone infected with the stone cold virus makes direct eye contact with an uninfected person, the virus jumps. Scientists believe it has something to do with the neural signals transmitted through the optic nerve. The moment your eyes lock, the virus takes hold and starts replicating within seconds. There is no way to tell if someone is carrying the virus just by looking at them. There are no immediate outward signs. This means that avoiding eye contact is crucial. In fact, some cities have already implemented emergency guidelines, encouraging people to wear dark glasses or visors in public to reduce the risk of accidental eye contact. Now, let's talk about the symptoms. Once someone is infected, the virus progresses through several stages, each more disturbing than the last. Number 1. Sudden loss of emotion. The first symptom that people report after being infected is an unsettling one, a complete and sudden loss of emotion. Victims describe feeling like a switch has been flipped in their minds. They no longer feel happiness, sadness, fear, or even anger. It is as if their humanity is being drained away. You can imagine how unsettling this is for loved ones, seeing someone you care about go cold in a matter of seconds. Number 2. Unblinking stare. Next, the infected develop what doctors are calling an unblinking stare. Their eyes remain open, locked in a fixed position, almost as if their bodies are shutting down non-essential functions. It's eerie to witness, and this stage can last anywhere from a few hours to several days. Number 3. Paralysis. As the virus continues to spread through the body, it causes full-body paralysis. This is where the stone cold name comes from. Victims become completely immobilized, frozen in place, unable to move or even speak. While they remain conscious during this stage, they are fully aware of what is happening to them, unable to call for help, unable to react. Imagine the horror of being trapped inside your own body. Number 4. Icy skin. Finally, there is the skin condition. As the paralysis sets in, the victim's skin starts to take on a cold, pale hue. Touching them feels like touching ice, as if their body is losing heat, even though they are technically still alive. This is the final stage before the virus completely shuts down the body's systems. So the question on everyone's mind is, what can we do about this? How do you protect yourself from a virus that spreads through something as innocent as eye contact? Unfortunately, there is no vaccine for the stone cold virus yet, but there are ways to protect yourself. Number 1. Avoid direct eye contact. This might seem obvious, but avoiding eye contact is the number 1 way to protect yourself. In public spaces, it is important to keep your eyes down, wear sunglasses, or use other protective gear to limit exposure. Number 2. Stay indoors. Many cities are already enforcing strict stay-at-home orders, and for good reason. Limiting your interactions with others, especially in crowded areas, drastically reduces your risk of exposure. Number 3. Use technology. If you need to communicate with others, do so through screens. Video calls, texting, and other forms of digital communication are key in this era. It might feel strange at first, but it is better to be safe than sorry. Number 4. Report suspicious behavior. If you notice someone exhibiting symptoms, whether it is the unblinking stare or their skin turning cold, report it immediately. The faster authorities can quarantine affected individuals, the better chance we have at slowing the spread. It is easy to feel overwhelmed in situations like this, but remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand this virus, the better we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. We are in this together, and the more we follow these precautions, the better chance we have at stopping the spread. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it informative and useful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and helpful content. Stay safe out there, and remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we cannot see, or in this case, the ones we can.